country, because when you allow someone to go into your government and steal all your data of your people, now that data is sitting with certain people because a lot of people got our data. They have hacked, but when you go right in the front door and take it, we as a people don't know exactly how they're going to use that data. But we know it's going to be used for monetizing, making more money, or it could be used all kinds of ways. And, I can name a half a dozen of them. But the bottom line is that if you look at our government totally, they have failed the populace. And maybe they don't care because the 1%ers, 10%ers, they got theirs. That's all they're concerned about. This country, even though, we talk about the Constitution and all that, it was built on a false pretense in my mind because everybody wasn't free, even though a whole lot of black people fought to make this country free from the enemy who was at that time Great Britain, because a whole lot of black folks fought in the revolution. So here we are, where we are now. We got the biggest clown, and I like what Dr. Carr used to call. He calls him the bozo. We got a bozo in charge. All he cares about is making money for himself.
If
But I
you
wanted to talk about Ed.
if you don't understand something, Ted, it's hard to regulate things that you don't understand.
That's
And like
true.
I said, like I said earlier, most of your legislative people, including your president, has no idea what artificial intelligence is. They have no idea what it does and how people use it. They have no idea and they don't want to. These are old people getting close to their 80s and 70s and stuff, and they don't really care what it does. They allowing these enterprises, these huge companies and stuff and everything who are spending a lot of money to build these data centers. And they're allowing them to do what they want to do. Whatever they want to do, they allow them to do it. They have uh, Elon Musk has a big data center and stuff sitting right outside of Memphis, Tennessee. And it's sitting on the border and stuff of Tennessee and Mississippi. And he can't get enough electricity and stuff from the local TVA, Tennessee Valley Authority, electrical system and stuff and everything to run his data center. So he has put these huge turbines and stuff outside the data center, and he just got approval and stuff from the state of Mississippi and stuff to put something like 80 of these big, huge turbines and stuff to help produce electricity so he can run his data center. Whereas if the state of Mississippi was on top of what was going on, or the federal government was on top of what was going on, they would have probably taken a different avenue and stuff and everything with Elon. But because they have no idea what the hell going on, and he paid the local the local people and stuff and everything, the city councils and all this other stuff, and the county officials and stuff and everything, he put money in their pocket and they approved this stuff, knowing that the people and stuff and everything that is going to affect were close by and it's going to create a lot of problems and stuff for them. far as the fumes, as far as the noise and all the other stuff. He doesn't care. As long as he can get his multi-billion-dollar data center stuff up and running, he doesn't care. But like I said, they could have did something a little bit differently if they had understood what the hell was going on. Sit down and talk with Elon Musk's people, his engineers. They could have figured out a different way of doing this. And it would have helped Elon, and it would also reduce a lot of problems and stuff that the local community is going to have right now. But those big ass turbines that he put out there to run, all those 80 some turbines, those things gonna cost him a hell of a lot of money, and it's gonna last for a long time, and it's only a temporary solution and everything for his electrical problems. But
Well,
because the people don't know what the hell going on, don't know what the heck happening, they have no idea what the hell to do.
well, when you say the people is the people that make the decisions are the people in charge who runs the government, the
Right.
governance.
Government officials, right. He paid them. He gave them money and stuff because the people, the local citizens rose up and everything and said, we don't want this stuff here. They petitioned it. They went to the city councils and everything. We don't want this stuff. But because Eli had enough money, he paid them and stuff to approve it. And they did. They went ahead and approved it. Against the wishes and stuff with the people and stuff around it because they've already been involved with the first 12 or 13 of them that he has already put out there. And them things is pumping diesel fuel and fumes and stuff all in the atmosphere. And they got another 80 something that he's going to be putting out there doing the same thing.
I find it amazing. It was a way I wanted to channel another way, but I'm gonna put it like this. I find it amazing that I give you a couple of dollars. Go ahead, do what you want to do. So what is going to affect the people in the community? And man, you folks, that's usually black folks. That's where that's where his little system is. You have millions and millions of acres, and we know that AI, internet, all of that travels all over the country. Why didn't you go way out to some of these red states and do the same thing?
You can't. They don't have the infrastructure. You think it's bad in the metropolitan area and stuff where they at. If they move it out even further and stuff, they're really in trouble.
Well,
The
this is what I'm saying.
the power grids and stuff outside of the city and stuff and everything, it can't handle it. There's no way it can do it.
Well, when you say can't, it's not as they don't want to, because they can.
Well, it'll take a huge expenditure for them to do it.
But what is more important? Life? This is why I'm saying that the life is the same thing in the oil business. You know, they put all those oil refineries in the black community. You know, here's the thing. And then what happens is that these people get asthma, they get cancer, they get this, they get that, and it affects their health. The bad water, all of that, bad air. And this is what I was talking about earlier, bad enterprise. Because to me, the most important thing is life. And to make sure that you take care of life. Just because you got a few people that's kind of halfway smart now, we got people that's way smarter than them. It's just the fact is they haven't been developed. you mentioned yesterday, I think it was yesterday, you was talking about the government, over there in Mississippi, Jacksonville, Mississippi. You talking about Flint, Michigan, and even Chicago, bad water. And water is one of the most important things that you can drink. And if you're drinking, putting bad water into your system, that's going to affect your body and your brain. So all of these things just for capitalism, and I'm not putting down capitalism, but for people so that they can make money faster instead of doing the right things because they want to make money. They call themselves trying to keep up with, and I'm talking about these entrepreneurs and some of these people in government trying to outdo China to show that we are still the world power. As long as our GDP is, a few trillion dollars more than China, we're the world power. But China's a whole different ball game. China's a whole different ball game. And we don't live by Chinese standards. But we have allowed these foreigners to come in, use other smart people to do things to get things done, to destroy the people of this country. Because there's no way that we shouldn't have the best water system in this country. There's no way that we should not be having all the things that's necessary, environments and everything. People try to dog different people, and you mentioned his name, the vice president, the former vice president. That was one of his big things, the environment and taking care of the people. So it's all convoluted, and you know, when you hear these people sprout out all kind of statistics and data and all that, I don't believe a damn word they say now. Not a word. It's hard for us as a people to realize that we're being duped. We're being lied to. We're being manipulated. We're being propagandized. Because most people have come to, in my opinion, hey, I got to go to work. I got to be at work at 7 o'clock, or I got to be at work at 8 or 9 o'clock. Go to work every day. That's all they think about. They having their family, they married, they got kids, they got to, hey, I got to keep this job. And their mind is not on what's actually happening. They read about it, they hear about it, but it goes in one ear and out the other. And they don't realize this is going to affect your damn children and grandchildren. And it's going to affect you. This is the sad part about it, because we have been programmed, and I don't like this word used, but I'm going to say it, a slavery mentality. Get your ass up and go to work. Because you got to keep this job, to keep this house, to keep this car, to keep this boat, to put food on the table. And you can't blame them for that. But the bottom line is we've been programmed, bro. And people are they jump in their car and they ain't got no business even using a damn car. Most of them don't, because we should have mass transportation. So that's, they try to stop the emissions from the cars, and that has helped, but still it's a waste. But that's what you call keeping the economy going. The financial people make trillions of dollars off of selling cars and maintaining cars and putting gas in cars and all that. So I don't think we have figured it out. We got a lot of smart people, man, that's got a lot of different programs and ideas and people bringing up all kind of stuff. If you went down the road and you went to some of these 501c3 people and find out what they're all about, and some of them is getting hundreds of thousands, some of them getting hundreds of millions, and some of them are getting billions of dollars a year to fight each other. One is, you might say is good. Some of them go too far. Some of them go not far enough. Some of them is against everything when it comes to keeping the environment going, and some people go too far for the environment. So it's hard to figure out where is America going. And it looks like to me, and I was listening to this guy, and a lot of things he makes sense. And then, I start going into his shit. He really kind of cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. But the one thing that we knew all this time, and maybe you can answer this, he called it the neocons and the democons. And they both in the same stratosphere trying to accomplish the same thing with wars and all of that to get, to take over. They both have, these parties, both parties in their little caucuses, they got the same idea, but they fighting each other because they figured which way to go and how to do it. One is about making money, the other one is about taking over and being in charge. So I don't know. I mean, have you ever heard the term neocons?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever heard of democons?
Mm-hmm.
I guess he must have made that up because that's the first time I heard that shit
Yeah,
too.
that was
Within the
something he
Democratic Party,
that was something
there
that
are
was something he made up.
democons.
That was something he made up that
He must have
I'm
made that
pretty
shit
sure he
up.
probably knows about it, and he probably could have gave it 2 or 3 other names. But this is very interesting and stuff that in 2016 we decided to elect somebody as a leader because a leader and stuff, even in a company, a CEO, he sets the stage and stuff for his company. Are they going to be profitable or not? Same thing is happening here with the presidency. He's the CEO of the United States. No other company that I know in the world, and top whatever they top 500 companies, would have elected on their board, would have elected this fool to run their company. But we turned around and elected him to be our leader. Your leader is the one who sets the tone. Your president sets the tone. Whatever he says and stuff is what goes on. Anybody who looks at that and they can see it, they had a he took NAFTA that another president had decided to negotiate. I don't like that. 2016, he tore it all down and said, well, we're going to build a USMCA where all these countries, Canada, United States, and Mexico, are going to work together. And since he started it, it had worked very well. He went through Biden's presidency. He didn't touch it because it was working well for United States, the companies and stuff here. Everything was passing through everything, free trade, everything. He becomes elected, and there's something wrong with it. Now, you created this shit 3 or 4 years ago, And now all of a sudden you come back and something is wrong with it. And right now you done destroyed it, totally destroyed it. Something that he built, said that it was the greatest thing in the world, and 4 years later it ain't shit. So when the other countries and stuff around us and stuff and everything, we got a car manufacturing industry here in this country and stuff that it is devastated it, and they can't do their. They're gonna have to realign their whole company, and it has cost thousands and thousands and thousands of employees and stuff and that thing who had good jobs, who are working every day. They're not working anymore. They're not working anymore. He just destroyed the whole kitty computer. He took the farm industry, destroyed that. Biden asked the folks and stuff out there. You knew that the tariff that with China and stuff, it created a problem and stuff for the farmers. And he told the farmers and said, well, you guys need to make some more money here and everything. So why don't you guys use some of your land to create electricity and stuff and everything to lower your energy costs and everything on your farms and stuff out there in Oklahoma and Nebraska and all them places out there. And these farmers started doing it. Man, that was a godsend to them because these solar panels and stuff was helping to run the whole homes and stuff and everything. And they hooked it into the regular electrical grids and stuff and everything. And their meters and stuff at some point in time were running backwards. And the electric company owed them money. It done cut down a huge cost that was coming out of their pocket. He comes along and tells them, "Get that crap out of there. We ain't gonna do that no more," and everything. And the farmers and stuff say, "Wow, what the hell is happening? This is money in our pocket. We don't need it no more. We don't the wind energy and stuff out there. We don't need it. We're gonna go back to coal." Now, you were talking about how all these companies and stuff and everything, they putting stuff out there into the black community. Well, where the coal come from? West Virginia, up in the Appalachian Mountains up there. Who's up there? Poor white folks. Black lung disease, all kind of crap going on. These people are dying up there from cancer and everything. It ain't like black people. It's poor people that they doing this crap to. They putting this bullshit out there to them. They got a place sitting down there in Louisiana where all the petrochemicals and stuff is that are produced and stuff. They call that place about an 80-mile stretch from New Orleans all the way up until the capital of Louisiana. They call it Cancer Alley. Anybody who lives in that area and stuff, and there, most people in there die from cancer. Poor folks, black and white people, live along that stretch. They're all poor people. That's how they deal with them. They throw that shit up there around them poor folks. But these big companies and stuff is making huge amounts of profit, huge amounts of money. We need a leader, somebody who has innovative mind and can bring in people, just like you were saying. We got smart people in this country. Use them. You can still do stuff. You can still make money. Use the smart people and everything to figure out what the hell's going on. Figure out how to bring electricity and stuff because if we're going to continue to have these data centers and stuff that they're building, Ted, our electric cost is going to go up even higher if we don't figure out a way to get these people the electricity that they need to run their data centers. My electrical costs have gone up at least 50% since they started putting the data centers, and I'm nowhere near them. Going up. Nothing I can do about it. They just sent my stuff up sky high, so hey, my bill going up, so I got to pay it. Now, we have that crisis going on in the Middle East. These daggone people here that Trump got in charge and stuff, we are going over there to get the oil because oil is going to be $100 a barrel. Yesterday, one of the energy folks and stuff said, we don't need that oil over there in the Middle East. We are energy dependent. We exporting energy, we exporting oil. If that's the case, Ted, why is our oil prices and the gas prices going up? We got it here. Everybody greedy. Corporations decide what the hell they want to do, and that's it. But you got people and stuff in their administration and stuff said they over there fighting a daggone war that they told that they need to fight because we need the oil. We need to get them people out of there, and we got the oil for everybody. Now we don't need it. We still over there fighting. We still giving them, spending billions of dollars. Now Trump says we don't need $50 billion no more. We need 100. Who gonna pay for it, Ted? We can't even get money to keep our health care going. But he's spending $100 billion in a war that shouldn't have never been started. That $100 billion would have kept 20-some million people, kept their health care going on, and it would have funded the SNAP program, put food in these kids' mouth. We got a mess going on. We need a leader, somebody who's going to lead us and stuff down the right path and everything and make sure everything is okay because of all the many presidents, even Republican presidents, knew better than to go over there and do anything to Iran. They were told by the military, don't need to bother them, negotiate with them. Now all of a sudden, that damn Barack Obama, he was negotiating with them people. He didn't know what he was doing. But I'm the greatest person in the world. I know what I'm doing. So we're going to go over there and we're going to fight these Iranians. He didn't say that Bush, same thing happened with Bush. They told Bush, don't go over there and bother them Iranians. He went to Iraq. He didn't go over there and bother Iran, knowing at the time, Ted, we all knew that Iran and Iraq were tied up together. He never went over there and fooled with them. He left them people alone. He went to Iraq and bothered them people. And when he came to Iran, knowing that they were exporting terrorism and stuff, he didn't invade them people. Mm-mm. That was the worst thing in the world he could have done. So he didn't do it. Republican president. He knew better than that. He went over there in Afghanistan and bothered them people. He went there in Iraq and bothered them people. When he came to Iran, and bothered them people. Even though Israel told him, we need to bomb them. We need to bomb them. His general said, no,
see,
sir.
you look at things, Ed, you look at things, and that's right, what you're doing. But I look at things in the spiritual context and the worldly religious context. Because these are people that are steeped and dyed in their religion. We have a country right now that is trying to steep and dive in what they call Christian nationalists. And they're trying to program, starting in high school and on, these people to become Christian nationalists. And to them, Christian nationalists is white. And you know, they'll allow some of the so-called black people to be involved, but you're limited. That's not Christianity. Because as long as they're in control, they make the decisions. And this is what's going on. Over there, the same thing. They have different philosophies in their Muslim religion. That's why you have so many different groups. They're not united. They've been fighting against each other for years,
And
decades,
that's fine. Leave them
centuries.
alone. They ain't over here bothering us. Leave them alone. They want to fight. Let them fight. Leave them
There you
alone.
go. And the
Uh,
thing is,
we
one of the
we
they're
don't
always
we have
big hate.
we got Muslims over here. We got all kind of different religions here in our country, and we just let them do whatever they decide to get done. They can find it to go ahead and do it.
But
Care about
even though they come here,
Quran.
they still have some of them, not all of them. The ones that got in, they have hate. They hate uh, the Jewish Zionism.
And who
You
are
know,
Zionists? Who are the
Zionists.
Zionists?
Yeah, the
Who
Zionism.
who are
So
the Zionists?
I'm sorry.
Who are the Zionists?
Well, they are uh,
It's
people who
Israel.
converted. They're not real.
Israel. Those are Israels. That's what they call Israel, the Zionists.
No, no. The whole
Them people in the Middle East, Iran, and all of them calls Israel Zionists.
that's true, but all of Jewish community is not Zionist. That's why I'm saying they have different sects in all of these different religions.
But they
Be-
lump them all into one thing. They don't differentiate
They don't.
between them. As long as they're
They don't.
Israel, they
You,
Zionists.
They
They
don't put
don't
a difference
they don't
in there.
differentiate them at all.
No, they don't. But the point is, just like people don't do the same thing as far as the um, Islam. But the point is, it is a difference. Just like in our religion, you got the Southern Baptists and all of that. So
I don't understand what's wrong with that. I understand that they all different. They got Sunnis, they got Shiites, Muslims, and everything. That's their thing. If they're in the Middle East, and that's their thing, leave them alone. That's as long as we get our oil, leave them alone. I wouldn't bother them. And the point I was trying to make was that all these other presidents and stuff knew that they shouldn't be over there messing with him, but Bibi got into Trump's ear and said, "Hey, let's get him." And he did. He was a fool, and he went
yeah,
over
because
there.
you have a group of people over there, the Houthis or the Hornets or whatever the hell they call them, and they are the ones that hate. They are Muslims, and they hate the fact that what they've done to the Palestinians.
That's fine. They've been fighting for years over there, and we ain't got involved in that mess. We tried to negotiate peace agreement. Every president that we've had since Bush won been trying to negotiate. Even Reagan tried to negotiate with them people. They ain't went over there to fight nobody. They negotiated, try to help out. They've been trying to negotiate peace agreements and stuff ever since I was a little boy, and they still doing it. So why leave? Why go over there and fight them? I don't understand why he had to go over there and bomb them people, especially Iran. Leave them folks alone. They've been fighting for thousands of years, and they ain't gonna never. Even now, when we finish up, whenever we get down over there and bomb them and create all kind of mess over there, they ain't gonna have peace over there at that place. There's never gonna be peace there.
I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna say it again. There are people, the 1%ers, want to take over Gaza.
So what? If Trump goes in there and builds his what he said he wanted to
Resort,
build a resort. So what?
high
If he wanted to build a
rises, and
resort,
all that.
let him. If he get a chance to build that resort, so what? It's over there. They can deal with that. We have no business over there messing with these folks.
Did you hear what he used to say? He said, "We got to get the dirty people out of there."
Well, then that's what they want to do, and they can get them out of there, then that's fine. I
Well,
don't.
that's what Trump is trying to do
He can't do it. They've been trying for thousands of years to do it. They never been able to do it.
because those Hamas or whatever you want to call them, they're gonna forever be there.
They're gonna be there. And even if he puts his city over there and his resort area over there, they still gonna tear the place up.
Yeah.
They're gonna bomb them until they kill the
So
last
you
one
can
up.
spend billions of dollars and build your high-rise resorts and
And they're gonna go over there and tear it down,
by
just
the
like
by
they
the by the ocean and thinking that everything is good and fine, and they're gonna just sit back and wait and then blow them doggone high rises
and
up.
blow everybody to hell, or go over there and create all kind of problems for these folks. So leave them people alone. He got all these. He got the Caribbean islands. He can build. He got a couple of islands over here. Epstein got an island. He can put
We got all
Epstein
kind
had
of
an
islands.
island. They
We
got an
got
island
all
all
kind of
around
islands.
here that they can. He can build resorts on.
We got
Epstein
all
had an
kind of
island.
islands
They
that
can
we
do what they
built
want to
resorts
go.
on.
Epstein Island.
But they
You
want
got to
the
go over
Middle
there.
East. They want Gaza because that's a moneymaker. Think about this.
But
Here's the thing. And I said this, and I might be overestimating, and maybe I might be
yeah,
underestimating.
no,
But
no,
in the last
no,
50
not
years,
there. If I was a billionaire right now, and Trump built his Gaza thing over there and built all them high rises over there, ain't nowhere in the world I'm gonna go over there and spend a dime over there because I'll be scared to death to go over there because them people might anything might happen to me. My life ain't worth a plug nickel over there.
but what I'm saying is that we have invested upwards to $1 trillion into Israel.
Ted, we didn't put more than that into Israel. That $1 trillion ain't nothing. I bet you we done spent more than that in there.
I've just said upwards of $1 trillion.
Yeah, a hell of a lot
I
more than
don't know how
$1 trillion.
many, but I know they've been getting for the last 25 years at least 20 to 25
Absolutely.
$1 billion every year.
Absolutely. And why are they doing it? Who forcing them to do it?
Religion,
APAC.
and not only that, but the religious people here in this
APAC.
country.
APAC is they very powerful Jewish folks, and they saying you don't like what you doing, and if you say anything against Israel, you ain't gonna be elected anymore. You will not have your job. And a
Well,
president
they
came in
shut
there
down
that
two
ain't
black
cool
people.
with
When you shut down two black people, they know they got the power now.
They got the power. They the bankers.
Shut down two black people. Money is something, bro. You
And
spread that money out.
most of them who are against Israel, they will stand on that fence, man, and straddle that baby just as showing my name Edward. They will get on that fence and straddle it, and you can read their mind. They want to talk about Israel so bad as a crime shame, but they won't do it. But the APAC is too strong. But anyway, let them people do their own thing and fight how they want to fight. Israel ain't gonna stop no. They ain't gonna stop no show. Them people are gonna bomb the crap out of Israel as long as they got breath in their body, because they hate Israel. Even the Saudi Arabia, all them other Gulf nations up there, they hate Israel. They just won't say it, but they hate them. They hate what they're doing over there in Gaza to the Palestinians. They hate it, but they won't say anything. They quietly try to keep this stuff quiet because they don't like Israel. Why Israel? I don't know. I guess you just like the Palestinians. They just don't want to leave. That's their homeland. They've been there for ages, for generations. They're not going to leave. No matter how much danger they're in, they're not going to leave. And we all know why BB over there and whispered in Trump's ear, because right before October of 24, when they had that thing happen to them and everything,
October 7th.
they wanted they wanted to throw BB out of office, but they were ready to put him out of office. A lot of people don't remember they had hundreds of thousands of people up there in um, out in the streets. They wanted to put BB out of office, so that was a heaven sent for him, for them to go there and take them people for hostages and stuff. That opened the door for him. He said, "Oh shoot, I got to create me a war." he been creating that war ever since. Just like old Daddy Trump.
Well, the blood is on their hands. That's all I
He
got to
can't
say.
he can't let Epstein just overrun him. A pedophile president.
Well, yeah, my last word is this, bro. We don't know what we don't know. And the more you know, the more you don't know.
Or you don't know. But I do know one thing. He's a pedophile. I do know that. We got a
You
president
ain't
who's a
got no
pedophile.
proof, Ed.
Hey,
You ain't got no
he
proof.
just he just like and he's close to Bill, cause at least
You ain't
Bill,
got no proof.
at least the girl was able to get out from underneath the desk, and she done wrote some books and stuff and made some money. And I guarantee you, if she put that dress up for auction, she gonna get a lot of money for that dress. Because he got his stuff on her dress. She kept that song, girl. Go on, Bill. Ain't none of them clean. Oh. Yeah, the girlfriend, was she 50 some years old now? She was 20 when she got on the desk. And she's still trying to make money. Oh man. We got a mess, man. I don't know. And we do know that too, because Bill she got the DNA. She got Dana on her. She got Dana. He can't deny that. That's Dana. Oh man. You folks out there listen to the show. I'm so happy. I'm just we just gotta be relieve the pressure. I wake up every day, Ted, and I'm glad I'm on this earth, people. I wake up every day. I don't care how bad this crap get. I'm just on this earth. I'm gonna stay on here as long as I can, keep myself as healthy as I can, and keep on going. It's the only thing I can do. Only thing I can do that's positive. Wake up every day and try to do what's right. I don't think we can do, Ted. Try to do what's right. Tell everybody out there, wake up every day and try to do what's right, because what you saw was bad and stuff today, you wake up tomorrow, it won't be as bad behind you. Keep on going. Stay positive. That's the only thing we can do. We ain't got no other choice. And if you can't deal with it, what did you just say? He can what? You said something?
What?
Call him.
Oh. Tell him what you
Ain't
want.
nothing else you can do. Call him.
Call him,
him
tell
up.
him what you want.
Yeah, call him up. Call him up. He can fix it. Call him.
Because he on the main line.
He on the main line. Call him. He might not give it to you when you want it, but he will be there when you need it.
There you go.
Yep.
Absolutely.
They got some verses, people in the Bible that you guys need to look at all the time. So look to the hills from which cometh my help, because my help comes from the Lord. It's Psalms. Anyway, folks, we just enjoyed ourselves. At least I am. I'm not gonna let Donald and stuff ruin my day, because Lord knows how to deal with him. He gonna deal with him. He gonna deal with him one way or the other. He just don't know it. He gonna deal with him. Oh, Letitia, you see Letitia over there? She waiting on him now. Monday is the day. You saw that in the news. She
What
waiting
happened?
Monday. She waiting on Monday.
What's happening Monday?
She waiting on Monday. They're gonna let her take everything he got, all his buildings, the state of New York. Put it on Trump Tower in New York. We'll go say state of New York instead of Trump Tower. He taking all of his buildings. There's the golf course he got all that. They got to put the state of New York on there too. It's gonna be a public golf course. It's gonna belong to the state of New York. $450 billion he owe them. Monday. If the appeal court don't say anything, Monday she going to get it. She's gonna attach it, take everything, take all his assets. And she looking, and if he ain't careful, she might be down there in Florida and get Mar-a-Lago. Put the state of New York on Mar-a-Lago too. Tax that also. He ain't bothering that girl. He tried, he can't bother the girlfriend. She tough. You saw the lady who won. She was the lieutenant governor of Illinois. She will now be the Democratic nominee for U.S. Senate and everything. And everybody, even the Republicans, said she's probably going to win it.
Is that right?
It's just wait until election day. It's all over.
Is she a foreigner or Jamaican or something?
No, she was born in the United States. Her daddy was coming from the South, brought him up from the South. Him and his mother, her mother and father came up from the South, she said, 60 years ago. She had a speech the other day after she had won, talking about her daddy and her mama coming from the South 60 years ago, moved up north. So she was born here. Yep. The governor and stuff put, what they said, $8 or $9 million into her coffer. It was packed to help her win. They had two black women and an Indian running for the U.S. Senate seat. She outvoted them out. She got them all out.
What Republican is running against him?
I have no idea. They didn't even say who he was, but they already said that he ain't gonna win. Yeah, even the news people say he ain't gonna win. Just no way he gonna win. And she's a shoe-in to be the U.S. Senator now. November the 3rd will be official. She's a shoe-in. It's all over but the shouting. She did a pretty nice speech. It wasn't, it could have used a little stuff, but it was a good speech. But she done made it. She said her buddy, the governor and stuff, helped her over the hump. But that Indian and stuff, he was right on her butt though. He was dead on her butt. I think he got 36%, and she come up with like about 40. He was dead on her. And guess what our county of Kankakee voted for? For the other black lady. Key County went for the other lady, black lady who was running. I don't even know her name, but she won that county. She won King
She's a
County.
Congress. She's a Congress lady. I know that.
Yeah. Well, Chicago went for her big time, 2-1. She out. They outvoted that old Indian and stuff big time. That's where they say he lost that. Chicago just Cook County just went for her. It went for her. That's how she got through. It took on out, but she did win a lot of counties and stuff in the downstate. Our county downstate went for her. So, but you can't beat that PAC money. They said they had money even outside the state coming for it. I guess all these elections and stuff now too are gonna be if the money folks don't like it, they're gonna put that money on you. They don't care where you at.
I'm gonna make a prediction, and this is not a racist statement, but I think that these people from India, they're politically strong in all the sectors: journalism, politics, business. They got a lot of money, and they have a lot of businesses in this country. And for whatever reason, they have attacked this country. And I'm not saying they hate black people. They're just as brown as us. But the majority of them will not have anything to do with black people. Now, why do I say that, Ed? Most of these brown people, when Michael B. Jordan won the Academy Award for Best Actor, which is one of the most prestigious awards that you can do in that field, they went on the internet and dogged him like crazy. So I say this to say this. Better watch those people because they are politically astute. They're, I'm not saying all of them are smart because I haven't seen them working at clerks as Walmart greeters and regular jobs. While their husband is whatever he's doing. Maybe he might be an engineer for all we know, or a doctor. But I'm telling you, they're coming over here in groves. When I came back from Dubai, and I'm telling you, it was a whole lot of them stopped in Chicago. It was on the plane. I'm just saying. And they don't collaborate with black people. The big hoop to do of Martin Luther King gave him a little bit too much credit, Gandhi. And he made like he was friends with Gandhi. He just used his philosophy.
Well, when you find somebody, Ted, whose philosophy and stuff fits with you, whether they're your enemy or not, if they're doing something that's going to help you and stuff, follow what they did.
And they say that Gandhi was a racist person against black people.
It didn't matter. Whatever he did and stuff and everything, it didn't matter to King.
But that gave them the inroad, bro.
He had a philosophy that fit with what King thought was gonna be a winner. You study your enemy in war and in anything. If you got an enemy and stuff that got something good going on, you study what they're doing and you emulate them if they are successful at doing it. You study your enemy. And that's something that some people, especially Trump, though, cannot do. He does not study his enemy. You have to study your enemy. And once you study your enemy, you find out something they're doing good, then you emulate that.
All that's well and good here because we've been emulating a lot of people that
Absolutely.
wasn't even talking to us.
Absolutely.
Their
And
books
you
weren't even
and
written for us, but we have gotten nuggets from their little information.
well,
However, the point I'm making is that if you look at the top political people through the years, I'm talking about the last 30 years, check it out. They're not talking about they dogging black people.
doesn't matter.
Well, it does matter.
Doesn't
It
matter.
does matter. It matters a
We
lot.
shouldn't let it matter. We don't let
That
negative
is not
stuff.
the
We
point.
don't
Is
use we
Ed,
don't let negative stuff and everything overwhelm us.
that's
So
true.
everybody ain't
That's
gonna
not
like.
the issue. What I'm
Yeah,
making.
it is the issue because I
No,
don't care
no,
about what they say about me.
that's not the issue. The issue is it's not the point that what they say is what they do.
Doesn't matter what they do.
Well,
I'm not gonna let it bother me.
if they're getting into all kind of political structures and business structures, and then they hate black people, it matters.
So what if they hate me? I don't care.
Well, that's my no. Who cares if somebody hates you? That's not the issue.
Yes, it
That
is.
means that they are trying
You
to
can't.
get
You
they trying
don't
to get
let.
power.
We don't let negative stuff take you down. Don't let negative
Okay,
stuff
well I'm gonna
you.
cut this conversation short because number one,
Because
I don't feel like
I don't
I'm
let
getting ready to
negative
go
stuff
have me
stop
some
me.
dinner and I'm gonna enjoy my evening and watch me some basketball because this right here conversation is not going anywhere.
Well, that's because I don't let negative stuff stop me. I don't care
Well,
what they
that's
say
fine. I
about me.
don't neither, but that's not the issue. I'm talking.
Yes, it is. It is the issue. That is the
Here
issue.
we go. Here we go. Here we go.
If you let stuff bother you,
Here we go.
then
Here
it
we
stops
go.
your progress.
Here we go. I just told you I don't let shit like that bother me. That's not the
Okay, then.
issue.
So why are you
I'm
worried
talking
about
in
them?
generalities, Ed.
Why are you worried about them? I don't
It's
understand
not
why
a
you worried
worry.
about them.
It's a reality.
But it doesn't matter. Why are
It
you worried
does matter
about
when
them?
people got power over you. We got a
They don't have
fucking
power over
FBI.
me.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
They
Wait a
don't
minute.
have
Now you
power
pissed
over
me
me.
off. We got a fucking FBI destroying the FBI.
So what they gonna do? Deal with it. Deal with it. It's a reality. Deal with it. You see it. You know they don't. So hey, deal with it. Keep on
People,
going.
I apologize for using that word.
Figure
I
out a
know y'all
way.
don't like that word fuck, but it's just profanity. That's all it is. It ain't no big deal. But I apologize for it because I know a lot of people don't like to use profanity
Right.
for whatever reason. I don't know why. It does say in the Bible you shouldn't use profanity. But it's not a sin. It's just that you're supposed to be kind, courteous, and loving. Profanity is a words that sort of kind of is a derogatory.
Uh, I agree with that. I can agree with that, and that's why I don't let them whatever they got to say. I don't let it bother me. That's their part. That's how they want to do it, and I know how to deal with them. They don't like me. I know how to deal with them. If they trying to hold me back, I know how to deal with them because eventually, Ted, they're
But
gonna
you
need
do,
me. They're
you
gonna need.
do.
They're gonna need me eventually because I'm gonna make myself valuable. I'm gonna make myself valuable.
Okay, Mr. Excellence. You Mr. Excellence.
I'm gonna make myself valuable. They gotta come to me.
Mr. Excellence.
Anyway, that's my philosophy, Ted. That's my philosophy. I don't care about them. They are, and I done been in this world, man. And I work with folks, white people, man. They look at me and everything, and I know them son of bitches hate the hell out of me. They hate that man. They hate me. They do everything they could to destroy me, and it didn't matter. I'm gonna keep on doing, and I'm gonna get what I got to get, and go home and take care of my family. Only thing I can do. Only thing I can do. And I created my little money in my pocket because of that. It doesn't bother me. If I did, I go crazy. I tell my wife, she'll be, she's just like you. I say, hey, what's the problem? What's wrong? What's the problem? Did she get mad at it?
That's a
Damn
woman
you.
who is a genius. She's a
Did you get
genius.
mad at me? Damn you. And run out, run and slam the door in that room. Bam. He did that to me. He did that to me. What's the problem? You don't like that.
She's a genius.
Yes, you don't like that. Yeah, well, what's the problem? I don't let that stuff bother me. You ought to care. You ought to care. I said, no, I don't. I stay sane that way, Ted. I can stay sane that way. That's the only way I can stay sane. It's the only way that I can do. I said, I'll stay sane. I don't care about them. If I did, I'd go crazy. Worried about them Negroes out there because they don't care. They occupying too much of my brain here. I don't let them rent nothing up there. They ain't renting nothing up there. I'm not gonna even worry about it. So anyway, people, we at the end. We done ran over our time. We started out shutting everything down 20 minutes ago, and we still going. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.